what is emo, right? I'm genuinely asking a question. What is that? I think about this every once in a while. I used to be called emo when I was in high school, kind of derogatorily. I interpreted it as when people would call me emo or scene. I'm like, that's not the camp I'm trying to sit in. Now, mind you, I did have hair that did like this. My hair did like this, right? And I would wear eyeliner to school, and I'd wear like dress shirts and a tie and a vest, and tuck my shirt in and wear a belt, you know, like that. So like, I don't know, I was dressing kind of fancy, but I was going for like a goth thing, kind of like I've always gone for like I don't know, not an emo thing, that's for sure. And the music I listen to, I definitely wouldn't have called it emo. Now I like it's up to you what you call emo music. I have no idea, but like the kids at my high school who called themselves emo, who I use that as like an identifier, they listened to like Pierce the Veil and shit. I never listened to Pierce the Veil. I didn't like Pierce the Veil. I did listen to like Asking Alexandria. I listened to some old Escape the Fate stuff of Mice and Men, Asking Alexandria, shit like that. Those were like my go-to bands when I was talking to other goth adjacent individuals in high school, right? And I, unfortunately, so right before joining public high school, I was homeschooled before this, but right before I started going to a public high school, I watched the movie The Breakfast Club, and they called the one goth character the basket case, right? So I wrote all big on my little tote bag. I didn't have a backpack. I had like a tote I put around over my shoulder, you know. I wrote basket case on it in big black Sharpie letters. And people are like, oh, Green Day. I like Green Day. I like that Green Day song. And I'm like, huh? Because I didn't listen to Green Day. I didn't really listen to Green Day since I was probably before I was in middle school. Like, not a Green Day guy. So I didn't know what the basket case song was. I knew a couple of the songs that played on the radio. I'm sure basket case played on the radio, but it wasn't a song I knew or was familiar with, right? So people think I was doing like a Billy Joe Armstrong thing with my ties and my black clothes and shit. But no, Charles, I was not doing that. I was just wearing what I thought was cool. I don't really think like I don't really go for the like formal thing anymore. I go for a more like rugged kind of hobo-y look, instead of I don't know, corporate goth or whatever the fuck I was going for in high school. But never was I trying to be emo. Now I get the haircut, right, when it's covering your forehead, and I got the eyeliner on. You know, I got the eyeliner on. I look like this, right? Right? All the time. I'm just fucking pissed. Because high school sucks. Being a teenager sucks. So yeah, I never considered myself to be emo, but people have called me emo, and I always kind of left a bad taste in my mouth. But you know, if you identify as emo or whatever, that's cool. You know, you're welcome here. If you wear black, come on in. You can watch all these videos. I just would prefer if you're not a kid. I'm not really making these videos for children. Just throwing that out there. I'm just a madman rambling about the past. If you're 60 or whatever, welcome. You know, as long as you wear black, that's the target audience. I don't know if I'm ever going to hit that audience. I don't know if those people are going to give a shit about what I have to offer, but that's who I'm going for. I don't know anything about marketing at all, except for you need to pick an audience. But yeah, if you are emo, if you considered yourself emo, if you ever went, yeah, I'm emo, or I'm seen, or whatever, I want to know what your criteria was. I want to know what you did about yourself to consider yourself seen or emo. Was it the music you listened to? Was it the type of style of hair you had? Was it just what your friends kind of called you, and you're like, okay, yeah, I guess that's what this is, you know? Because when I was in middle school, my sister was like, yeah, we're seen. And I was like, what is that? And she's like, that's like the style thing we're doing. And I'm like, that doesn't sound right to me. Especially when I Googled scene, and I would look up like those people with the swoop hair, you know, like the oh god, it doesn't look good with my haircut, but it like swoops, and like they always have to pose for their pictures like this to like hold their hair in the right spot, so they have to like lean their head forward, or like, you know, they hit you with the like that. that's that's gotta be the thumbnail right there. So if you ever pose for a picture like that, you know, maybe that's your signifier. Maybe you're like, well, I used to pose for pictures like this, so, you know, I'm emo. Like, I gotta be, because that's how I used to pose for pictures. That's what I'm assuming. That's what I'm assuming an emo is and does. Is just someone who poses. But I don't know. My phone fell over. My phone. I thought it was gonna fall over again. So yeah, emos and seen former children. Go ahead and let me know. Let's clear this up, right? Because I could look up definitions all day, but I don't care about that. I want to know what you think. Also, comments drive engagement, so it's really important. If you considered yourself anything, like if you considered yourself to be in a group, like in a clique or something, right? I want to know what that was. Like, I think my mom was probably like a grunge kid. Like, I think she did a lot of grunge crap. I don't know. That's my assumption anyway. And like, to me, if you ask me what emo music is, I'd be like, I don't know, like Pierce the Veil, My Chemical Romance. I actually do listen to My Chemical Romance now, but I didn't in high school when people called me emo. So if you like My Chemical Romance, let me know. That's what I want to know.